I'm Brian Westbrook with GeekWire Studios here at AWS reInvent 2025, joined now by the Chief Business Development Officer, Brandt Urban with Veeam. First of all, welcome to AWS reInvent. So glad you're here.
Thank you, Brian. It's great to be here. Thanks for having me on the show.
I want to get right into it. Describe Veeam for somebody that maybe hasn't yet heard or hasn't heard the good news about Veeam. What is it all about? Tell us about it.
Yeah, no, it's great. Veeam is the world's largest data protection company. We protect over 550,000 customers. We have 34,000 different partners that do business with us. We have the world's largest footprint protecting M365 environments. We protect all kinds of workloads, on-prem, cloud, SaaS applications. 67% of the Fortune 2000 trust Veeam with their data protection needs. And so it's just a great company to be a part of.
When you say data protection, let's dig in on that a little bit. You described some of the scenarios, but what does that mean to you? What is data protection? Because it feels like everything could be data protection.
Well, that's a good point. So data protection for many companies is making sure that all of their production data is taken care of and produced into a secondary repository or a secondary environment where if something bad happens, whether it's ransomware, cyber attacks, catastrophic loss or something like that, they can actually restore back their company's data and environment and get backing up and operating. And so for us, data protection really is about helping companies be safe, keep running, and trust that they can continue operations.
One of my first jobs was loading the tapes in the backup machine in the server room. I think we've come a long way since then, yeah?
A little bit.
A little bit of a different technology. Now let's talk about Veeam at AWS here at reInvent, big partnership with AWS itself. What are the big news? What are the products you've announced here?
Yeah, so that's great. So we have a huge collaboration with AWS, and being at reInvent is always very exciting. We actually last week just announced that we have our largest and fastest growing product in Veeam history, our Cloud Vault, now available on AWS. And so all of these AWS customers who are making bets on AWS environments can trust Veeam to have data in the AWS environment that they have come to know and trust and work on. And it's a great solution for them. It's effectively best-in-class, pre-configured storage that is immutable from start, so they can trust that their secondary data is going to be safe no matter what happens. The other big thing that we have going on here at reInvent is we had V13 for Veeam Data Platform launch last week or 2 weeks ago, and that is a huge step forward. It has all kinds of great enhanced security features. So it's got Recon 3.0 integrated into it, which helps identify threat hunting signals so that your data protection and your data servers are safe. The second big thing it has AI-based malware detection and being proactive to help customers really make sure that their data environment is safe before bad things happen. And it's got best-in-class identity and security tools built into it. So really great advancement for customers having V13. So those two big things for AWS customers.
And it sounds really great for the AWS customers that are here, and perhaps if they are in a multi-cloud environment and they're familiar with Veeam already, easy transition, easy to move that onto their AWS workloads as well. Let's talk about security a little bit. I know there was a big acquisition we read about, we've covered this story. Tell us about security AI and how you're excited about bringing that into the Veeam family.
That's a great question, Brian. Thank you so much. Security AI is a leader in their own environment. So for those of the folks who aren't familiar with them, they're the leader in DSPM technology, and we are very excited about bringing them into Veeam because we see the world where AI is transforming how customers view their data. They want to have one place to go to see all of their production, secondary data. They need to make sure that security is enforced across all of their data, and they need to make sure that their AI projects can progress by being able to make sure the data is clean, safe, is guarded properly, meets all of their regulatory requirements, and Veeam plus security will be the only vendor in that space that can do that for customers. And so for customers that are betting on AI projects with AWS, Veeam plus security AI will help them accelerate those projects.
This is a big topic, and you hear about it in boardrooms and newsrooms around the world. Threat protection, data security, data governance, data redundancy. What do you say to the customer that says, I don't even know where to begin? How do you get started, even just wrapping your head around this and probably responding to a threat incident, I would guess?
Yeah, so if a customer is just trying to get out and get their arms around it, one of the great things about security AI is they have the largest number of data connectors in their category. So they have 350 plus data connectors. This gives customers the ability to see all their data, whether it's on-prem, cloud, SaaS application, you name it, the ability to get all of that into one place and visible. Now they can understand what type of regulatory environment is being applied to that data. They can understand if they've got problems where they've got data, personal PII information that shouldn't be over in a different country, they can go safeguard that and pull it back. So the first thing I'd let you counsel a customer to do is first get a map of what you're doing. Second, understand how you fit against your compliance from regulatory environments, and then start to think about how can you innovate. And so that's how I would start to coach a customer to work through it.
Real quick, in the few seconds we have left, what is next? What's in the future? Lots of great news already. What's new? What's happening?
For Veeam, I think for us what's going to be really exciting is bringing this DSPM capability plus Veeam's core data resilience capability into a new thing and give customers something they've never seen before. So one place that can give them data across all of their production and secondary environment and be able to put it all into one place and apply their security parameters against it.
Fantastic. Well, congratulations on the success so far and the road ahead. I'm Brian Westbrook with GeekWire Studios, chatting with Brandt Urban, Chief Business Development Officer at Veeam. Thanks for watching.